The smell hit you before you even reached the window. Beef sizzling on a flat-top grill, the faint sweetness of onions softening in their own steam, your shoes crunching across that gravel parking lot, coins jingling in your pocket, warm from being clutched in your palm the whole ride over. Some things only make sense if you lived them. A hamburger for 15 cents, not a gimmick, not a special, just the price. And somehow that simple thing, a hot burger wrapped in paper, felt like the whole world was finally making sense. That feeling, though, it didn't stay that simple forever. But we'll get there. For now, come sit with me. Let's go back to when a dime and a nickel could change your whole afternoon. Picture the scene. A small building with red and white tiles, golden arches humming with neon light, even in broad daylight. The rhythm of the kitchen, metal spatulas scraping, wax paper crinkling, the soft thud of buns hitting the counter. You could hear the orders being called out quick and efficient. No microphones, no screens, just voices. And that warmth coming off the grill, drifting through the service window, it wrapped around you like something familiar, something trustworthy. The air tasted like summer and salt and promise. You didn't know it then, but you were standing at the beginning of something that would reshape the way America ate, and eventually, the way it forgot how eating used to feel. It wasn't just about the food. It was about what 15 cents meant. It meant a kid could walk up to that window alone, money earned from odd jobs or saved from allowance, and order something real, no asking permission, no waiting for a special occasion. It meant a young couple on a budget could have dinner out and still make rent. It meant a father coming off a long shift could bring home a bag of burgers and watch his children's faces light up like Christmas morning. 15 cents bought dignity. It bought a moment. It bought a memory worth keeping. That's why it mattered. Let me walk you through it, the whole thing from the moment you got there. You'd pull into the lot, and the first thing you'd notice was the line. Not a long one usually, because the whole system moved like clockwork. But there were always a few people ahead of you. Families, teenagers, workers on lunch breaks, everyone standing in that same easy anticipation. The menu was simple. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, fries, drinks, that was it. No combinations to memorize, no upgrades, no confusing tiers, just food. You'd step up to the window and the person behind it, often a young man in a paper hat, would already be looking at you. Ready, no script, no upsell. What'll it be? 2 hamburgers, a bag of fries, and an orange drink. He'd nod, turn, and within moments you'd hear the rustle of paper, the clatter of fries being scooped, the soft click of the cup being placed on the metal counter. 45 cents, maybe 50, for a full meal. You'd carry it to your car or over to one of those small metal tables outside, painted red usually or white. The burgers came wrapped tight in that waxy paper, still warm enough to feel through the wrapper. And here's the thing, sometimes, right when you thought you knew exactly what to expect, the first bite still surprised you. The bun was soft, but it held together. The patty was thin, yes, but seasoned right. A smear of ketchup, a few pickles, mustard if you liked it that way, onions finely diced, almost melting into the meat. It wasn't complicated, that was the whole point. You'd eat in the car sometimes, windows down, radio playing something smooth. The wax paper would crinkle in your lap. The fries, crisp and salty, would disappear one by one, almost without thinking. And the orange drink, that cold syrupy sweetness cutting through the richness of the burger. There was no rush. You weren't being hurried out. No one was waiting for your table. You just sat there, full, content. 15 cents lighter but somehow richer for it. Now let me ask you something, and I mean this genuinely. Do you remember your first McDonald's hamburger? Where were you? Who were you with? I'd love to hear that memory. Leave it below if you're willing to share. Because these weren't just meals, they were moments, and moments like that deserve to be remembered out loud. Sometimes, right when you'd finished that last bite, You'd look at the little building again, at the arches, at the people still lining up. And you'd think to yourself, how do they do it? How do they make something so good, so fast, for so little? It felt like magic. But of course, it wasn't magic. It was a system, a very deliberate, very American system, designed to move fast, stay consistent, and keep the price low. And for a while, it worked beautifully. For a while, 15 cents stayed 15 cents. But nothing stays the same, does it? The prices changed first, slowly, a nickel here, a dime there, 20 cents, then 30, then a number you stopped keeping track of. And it wasn't just the cost. The buildings got bigger, the menus got longer, the windows became drive-thrus, the paper hats became headsets. The person behind the counter wasn't always looking at you anymore, they were looking at a screen. The food still came fast, faster even, but something else had slowed down. The pause was gone. The moment between ordering and eating, when you actually anticipated the meal, it compressed into nothing. You barely remembered pulling away before the burger was half finished. The wax paper became cardboard boxes. The metal tables became plastic booths. The parking lot conversations became phone calls in the car. It's not that it became bad, it just became different, less intimate, less still. You stopped thinking about the 15 cents. You stopped thinking about how remarkable it was to hold a hot, affordable meal in your hands, made by someone whose face you could see. It became routine, and routine has a way of erasing wonder. So why does any of this matter now? Because it reminds us what simplicity can feel like. A 15-cent hamburger wasn't just cheap, it was clear. You knew what you were getting. You knew what it cost. You knew it would be hot and ready and the same every time. And in that clarity, there was comfort, there was trust. We don't get a lot of that anymore. Everything now comes with fine print, with bundles, with add-ons, with algorithms that decide what we see before we even know we want it. But somewhere deep in our memory, we still crave that gravel parking lot, that warm paper wrapper, that first bite that somehow still surprised us. If this brought back something for you, a feeling, a face, a place you haven't thought about in years, I'm glad. That's what this channel is for, keeping those memories alive, together. If you'd like to keep remembering with us, a like or subscribe means more than you know. And before you go, I'll leave you with this. What would you pay to feel that simple again? Not the burger, but the moment. And you think it's still out there, waiting to be found? Take care of yourselves and take care of those memories. They're more valuable than any price on a menu.